Hi, good morning. It's been 2 weeks. My garden is looking amazing. I'm going to water it as I chat with you here. These are my cucumber plants. The two seeds that decided to grow next to each other. I thought about transplanting this closer one over here, but we think it's a little bit more dangerous to have it transplanted than to be close. So we'll see what happens in the next few weeks on that one here. Next, I have my lettuce sproutlings. I expected them to be a little bit bigger, so I'm going to have to do some research on lettuce. I was told that they just need to sprout and grow up a little bit more. But we'll see, and I'm actually going to be taking some of those sprouts home for my home garden so I can also watch them at home. And you'll see pictures of my home garden in this segment. Cauliflower, I think I've been watering this weed right here, but I have a cauliflower plant from home that's doing well, so I will transplant that cauliflower here. And I also have some cauliflower growing at home to compare to. Next, I have my broccoli plant. I actually recognize that as a broccoli plant. And what I like about growing broccoli is the extra leaves taste just like broccoli. And then I can also use those, just add a little bit to soup or a little bit to salads to give it the broccoli flavor before we actually grow the broccoli flower plant that we eat. And I'll just give these a little water. Okay. I have one tomato plant growing. And then in the other area, we're growing some pea pods. They are very prolific. I had a lot of success with my pea pods at home. I brought my extras in, so I'll be planting those today. My next area, my scallions. These actually started from bulbs. The seeds did not work out, so the garden had some bulbs and I planted those. I can show you what those bulbs look like in just a few moments here. And then we have my zucchini celery area. The celery was just an added bonus that was here at the garden. The celery started as plantlings, not seeds, and I'll be taking one of those home also to give it some water and sunshine down the street at my house. I will be taking my sproutlings and putting them in my garden bed. The first one is my cauliflower. I'm just going to move the dirt to the side. So I'm going to be putting it back in. The trick is to not disturb the root system. There's little roots and then there's a main root. So I'm going to be very gentle here. Gently put it in, pack it down, and I've been doing some reading and some talking to people. Enough so the root touches the soil, but not so much that it packs it down that the root needs to work too hard. And then pack it around with the old potting soil. And there we go. Now I have some broccoli. Make sure I did the right one. Wouldn't that be funny if I did the wrong one and it took me like a few weeks to realize? No, so the cauliflower went with the cauliflower. Now I'm going to do those broccoli plants, give them a chance to grow. You can see some of the roots. It's exciting. This one's going to have a little bit of the egg carton in. I can just feel it right there. break up any clumps. Support the plant with the soil but not impede its growth. This one's interesting to me. From what I know about broccoli seeds, that one is either a weed or it looks a little bit like a tomato. We'll see what happens in the next week or two. And I will be taking some of these lettuce plantlings home to my house down the street, going deep enough to get any root system that's already in place. Oh, the soil was loose. I did not want it to break up. And it just needs to bike home about 2 miles. I have another good one growing here. Excellent. And then we'll go down to my celery. I'm going to take a celery home. And I decided to take the celery that's growing in the middle of my zucchini plants. I did not expect this one to sprout. I'm a little bit nervous. Again, I want to make sure I get the root system, not disturb the others. You can see some of the root system in there. Excellent. And in 1 week, we will come back and see how my garden is growing up. Thank you. I'm excited.